So that was basically all the most fashionable men to follow on Instagram. Hot, hot, hot indeed. And I see a good friend of mine there, Henry Golding, also part of the list. Yes, I agree. You know, that guy, when he first came to Malaysia from London, I didn't actually know that he's a hairstylist. He had hair up to here. Here, can you imagine Henry Golding have hair up to here? But yeah, look at him now. I mean, so spick and handsome and ooh la la. Anywho, if you're wondering what this person or this friend of mine is doing, he is actually the mascot for Japan in Chiba. His name is Chiba-kun, apparently. And this little friend was brought over by Elaine and the team when they were in Japan recently. So this is basically episode 2 of their little tour in Japan. Suhaila, our roving reporter, and of course my co-host Elaine Daly were there. And they got to meet this mother who living in Chiba with a husband and 2 daughters, and they were very, very keen to find out if, you know, despite the fact that they share common Asian sentiments, how different is it living there in Chiba, Japan, compared to living, say, here in Petaling-Jaya, Selangor, Malaysia? Let's take a look.
If you're in Narita, Chiba, there's one place that you can bring your family to visit. It is convenient for a visit and it only takes a short 20 minutes drive from Narita Interchange. Yumi Bokujo or Dream Farm is a 30,000 square meters tourist ranch which produces some of the best dairy products and is home to one of the biggest strawberry farm in Chiba. And if you love animals, you're even allowed to pet and feed them. Plus, while we were here, we bumped into a Malaysian mother of 2 and decided to have a little chat with her.
It is not easy to make the decision to live in another country where you're not all that familiar with its culture and language. But you know what? While I'm here in Chiba, Japan, I've met this one particular lady who decided to live her life in Chiba. So I want to know if the grass really greener on the other side. Let's check out what she has to say.
The 33-year-old Shura Natalia Muhammad Tajuddin bid goodbye 2.5 years ago to her family in Malaysia as she left with her husband and 2 daughters, Jana Anissa and Aisha Camelia, to live in Chiba. Her decision to live in Chiba was made after receiving a scholarship from the Japanese government to further her studies in Meiji University. The Japanese culture is familiar to her as she lived in the country back when Malaysian culture was still an unfamiliar territory to the Japanese.
10 years back, still like new Asia country, so macam Malaysia pun masih tengah developing. So masa kawan tanya, oh, where are you from? Like from Malaysia? Okay. So oh, you're living on the trees? Like okay, no, I'm not living on the tree. We are not orang hutan. And then oh, kereta tak ada pintu kan? It's like no. Because yang fikir like Borneo, so Malaysia like Borneo, so dia ingat ke kita duduk dalam hutan macam tu kan. Then by that, they are like get to know Malaysia, and then after 1 year we get to know, then they went to Malaysia, they're like surprised.
Returning back to the country, the warmth and welcoming gestures of the Japanese people increased over the years.
Dia orang suka Malaysia sebab friendly, and then we normally macam buat macam gathering, buat makan-makan, so we normally invite the Japanese. So it's a kind of new experience for them because dia orang selalunya tak panggil orang datang makan dekat rumah. So when kita buat makan-makan, ajak dia orang makan dekat rumah, dia orang macam happy. So dia orang memang rasa macam oh, this is Malaysian culture.
Shura is lucky to be able to speak the Japanese language fluently. But her husband, who couldn't join our trip today, could not speak in Japanese, making it harder for him to find a job.
For him, first, memang quite difficult for him to adapt lah. Sebab tak, memang kalau nak find a job, you need to speak Japanese. But then, there's certain company yang a bit open, they try to accept foreigner who not really can speak Japanese. From that, they are like minggu seorang boleh Japanese, dan sekarang ni alhamdulillah dah 2 tahun dah boleh cakap bahasa Jepun.
It is well known that Tokyo is one of the most expensive cities to live in. So I was intrigued to know Shura's expenses living in Chiba with 2 daughters.
If you came here for tourists, memang akan rasa macam expensive, but then if you're living here and stay here, you found that it's quite cheap for living. Like you can find a very cheap vegetables, fruits and seafood. Even the food like onigiri and nasi kepal tu pun cost like 100 yen. If you convert like $3 Malaysian ringgit, but then if with the payment macam kos dari sini macam dengan gaji yang kita dapat tu memang boleh lah.
Japanese women are known in taking care of their appearance as well as being well dressed even with small children in tow.
Mothers kat sini, diorang like memang stylish. Diorang boleh bawa anak 2 orang carry with the high heels like 5 inch and memang fashionable dengan bawa basikal. So anak dekat depan dengan belakang, I think diorang pakai kat sini super mom. I tried to be like them but it's quite difficult for me.
It is our time to part ways, but before leaving, Shura shared with us that without strong support from the people she loves, her journey would not be the same.
I have a strong support from my family back in Malaysia because if we are dalam susah ke apa, they are like support from Malaysia, and then especially for my husband lah because dia berhenti kerja dekat Malaysia, so dia datang sini and stay with us. So anything we are working together lah, tu yang buat macam semangat nak buat habiskan buat masa.
With that, we hope all the best for her and her family. May her journey in Chiba, Japan results in success for her future. For most people, living in another country might be the ultimate dream. However, it is also important to portray the best image as Malaysians while you're living or even visiting a country so people will feel drawn to visit ours as well. No matter where life takes us, it is important to hold close to our culture and be proud of where you came from.
Arigato. Thank you to our roving reporter Suhaila for that report with regards to Malaysian Shura and her family living in Chiba, Japan. And I really, really love the fact that, you know, not only are they all so fashionable, these Japanese women, you know, with a family, you know, mothers, sorry, and they're like donning all these beautiful attire with like high heels. Plus, they're also riding around or transporting each other in their bicycles. They can, like, you know, carry their kids. There's 2 in the same time. This is crazy, man. So fashionable and eco-saving at the same time. That is like trendy and classy. All right, now from Japan, let us move straight to our topic for today. We're going to go for our first break here in Bella Mars, but do stay tuned. We've got 3 hot men coming your way. That's right, when we come back, I cut to the chase and find out